The year is 2010, and young Wavesy is playing his third MOBA. After Dota and Warcraft 3 and Heroes of Newerth, which was seen as an actual competitor in the MOBA space, I decided to give League of Legends a chance, and before long I fell in love. After competing and grinding for several seasons, earning victorious skins, my real life began to take precedent and playing League just wasn't really an option for me anymore. Here comes the first problem. Insecure, old email addresses. I never planned on touching League again, so I wasn't so concerned about properly locking the account down. But now I have more free time, and I wanted to fire up a couple games of ARAM, for old time's sake and a little inspiration from the Rabbitaur.
Attention gamers. This is why League of Legends is bad for your mental health if you're a trash player.
So I tried to log in and couldn't get into the account, which didn't set off any alarm bells at this point because I have about 1 million different passwords and I'm pretty forgetful. But here was my first indication that something was wrong. It wasn't recovering to any of my email addresses. I assumed the account had been maybe compromised at this point, so I reached out to support on an alt to learn more. And after providing enough information to prove that I was the original owner and waiting for like a week, also, my right emails came to me in Spanish and in Russian, despite the account being in North America. It actually concerned me a lot, and I had to look into Zendesk because I thought initially I was getting phished. But no, it's just a sketchy ass email, but it actually is Riot, so go figure. Zendesk is just a company that Riot, I guess, contracts. After some back and forth and I got the account reset, what I logged into was nothing less than shocking. Hundreds of dollars of RP purchased, currently last played less than like 12 hours ago, and this skin collection is bananas. And there's battle passes, which I didn't even know was part of the game now, but you learn a lot through going through this process. I wanted to learn more as all my old friends had long been deleted off, and an army of new people are on the friends list. This provided an interesting opportunity, so I logged in, and I waited. And I waited. And then I went to bed because it was like 5 in the morning and none of these people were online anyway.
Tomorrow.
I woke up the next day and I immediately saw a message. More like 5 messages. From the guy who bought my account on a third-party seller website. So like any normal person, I decided to engage in a conversation, and boy, he was a little upset about the situation, understandably.
You stole my account. Give it back. This is all I have in life.
Immediately we know the type of person we're dealing with here, but I will give him the benefit of the doubt. If you're still playing League of Legends in 2023 this competitively, you're probably down worse than a moderator on Reddit's adult boards. So I told him that I didn't steal the account, and at that point I didn't consider him having bought the account third party, so I accused him of stealing the account himself.
I have the chat logs from when you sold it to me.
What I had gathered from our conversation so far is that he has had the account for 2 years, which means someone actually had compromised it, used it, and then sold it afterwards, which is pretty interesting but not the point of this video. I guess I never expected old Wavesy to have time to play again. He informed me he had spent $1,300 on the account, which is just bananas, but I told him if Riot will let me transfer it over to his actual account and not mine, then I don't really care. He also immediately threatened to get my account banned for stealing it back. I did ask why he didn't just make his own account.
That's none of your business. I have the purchase agreement.
And at this point I actually believe him, and maybe he's lying, but I really do think he bought this account from some third-party site, from the OG Compromiser, and I did ask if his friends questioned it at all, and he just responds,
Why would they? Like, how is that even a question? Greater than.
He then criticizes me for deciding to come back 2 years later, and boy if he only knew, but frankly it was never his account in the beginning, and he should have never had a single thing to do with it. He goes on saying I'm stealing his money because I took my account back, that I'm going to use his linked PayPal, which Riot support unlinked themselves, and again told him that he should contact support if he's concerned. After some more petty whining about losing access to my account, he finally says he doesn't want to lose 2 years of friends. So I sent him the names of all 24 people on this friends list. He doesn't say thanks at all, which is pretty rude, but whatever, he's still simmering down, and lets me know that he did submit a ticket and he'll keep in touch, which I said I would be around. I do want to give him credit at the end though.
Sorry for being so aggressive, but this was a big deal for me. It sucks that it happened to you, but it's happening to me right now. But I get it.
I told him I can sympathize, that I would like him to get his skins and whatever other shit he bought back off of this account and onto his own, and I was beginning to think that this was a sign of growth until...
Would you be interested in me buying the account from you and the information? Would that be something you'd be interested in? I'd be willing to do that.
I did tell him I was not interested in that, and I did think that he was finally warmed up enough to get an answer as to why he bought the account, so I went ahead and shot my shot, and he basically said,
I just saw that it had all the champs up to the point of me buying it, and it had couple decent skins. It's not like I was looking to buy a boosted account. I bought it because it wasn't boosted. I wanted to have 2 mains.
So I had gotten a couple other messages, and those messages were pretty hilarious. One of his friends saying that his friend was pretty much trash at the game and that I should play with them instead. And I did take them up on the offer. We're going to play an ARAM, but the problem is I already cleared out the social by the time I realized I didn't record those chat logs. All you need to know is his friend talked smack on him, and then I said, why not? Let's play a game in which he invited me and his friend who bought the account into an ARAM. I hadn't played a game of League in years, and I was rustier than a barn bucket in Alabama, but we jumped into the game, and even though this guy decided to buy an account that wasn't his, I still wanted to protect his identity because we all make mistakes, and frankly, $1,300 seems like a hefty fine enough for being pretty stupid. I got the opportunity as my first time back to play a Mumu in ARAM, which is not ideal but could be worse, and frankly these guys weren't exactly faker and both had bought accounts before, so I wasn't concerned about first impressions.
I did take good care of your account. Really good care of your account.
And yeah, he did $1,300 worth of good care, but I will say it has honors level 0, which means he's a little shit talker and has probably gotten the account chat restricted in the past, so I wasn't bashful about bringing up that prior to him taking over the account I had gotten every avatar for positive player behavior. And since it was an ARAM, which is filled with back and forth, and despite going 99-1, don't double check that, we still managed to lose, which is fine by me, because I never imagined I'd ever play a game with someone who bought my stolen account, but stranger things have happened in this world. It's been quite a wild journey recovering this account, and I do kind of feel a little bit bad, because I'm not going to play nearly as much as he was, but frankly he shouldn't have ever been here, and it's my account. And it will be mine forever, hopefully from now on. Thank you so much for watching, make sure you hug your family and loved ones today, and I will see you next time. Take care.